What I tell you about that?
But then I got Tony Harvin at the end.
Oh, I don't see it. Okay. You should have said you coming on the show to clear the air.
Yeah, I guess I could have.
That's okay. I rewrite it when I. Is this Facebook? No. It's Facebook. No YouTube.
I got it. It's going to your page also, and we live.
All right.
So yeah. So when you out here speaking and talking facts, if you're gonna talk, when you talking facts, you know, show evidence. Show evidence when you speaking about facts. If there's something supposed to be for a fact, this, you know, because we get all this messed up stuff. So we got Mr. Tony Harvin supposed to be coming on and discuss this stuff that's going on behind everybody's back, secret stuff that's going on. And hey, it's time to clear the air. So we waiting on Mr. Tony Harvin. After that, we'll have Mr. St. Louis come back on, because we definitely want to confront him about this, that why are you out here not staying with the word and doing all this personal backlash stuff, which doesn't mean anything, you know, if we just having a discussion about the word. I mean, what's going on? People can't have, you know, not fighting fair, you know, just can't have a discussion, got to curse you out and do all this personal stuff, and just can't say, well, okay, man, you got better facts than me. Oh man, you sell dope. Oh man, you did this. You got a record, man. Oh, but I read from the Bible. I read from the scriptures. What that has to do about my personal life? I can read. So we trying to clear the air on that. So we're waiting on Mr. Harvin to jump on in. You know, I don't want to jump to conclusions. I hope he's not going to do us like, you know, like his mentor, you know, because I definitely got some stuff here from him. All right, you still in. I see you still in, Brother St. Louis. But I'll send it again if you think you got booted. I'll send it again to you. No problem. Yeah, I thought we got Mr. Tony Harvin in. Okay. Mr. Harvin, what's going on?
What's going on?
What's wrong, man? We all got our face up, man. You're not gonna show your face. That's how you gonna play it.
I'm at work right now, man. I'm just now getting off.
Okay.
That's what.
Hey, brother, my brother didn't tell me you was at work. No, I'm sorry.
Well,
it's all good. It's a long day, man. Long day.
My apologies, my brother.
So if you go off, we understand. If you rolling around,
you at work. All right. You know.
No, I'm just getting off right now, man.
Yeah. So let's go on and get it, Jansen.
Well. Thanks for coming on, Tony. Tony Harvin, you texted me and said you wanted to come on. So let's lay out. Let's see. Let us know why you wanted to come on. I didn't ask you, and you didn't say so. That's here.
Well, of course, there's a lot of speculation going on, man.
It's Tony, cue the music. Cue the music.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I still got that music. I'm sorry. That was for ambiance. Okay. Go ahead, Mr. Harvin.
So, I mean, I'm a YouTuber, man. I watch the videos out here, man.
You still there, Mr. Harvin? Tony Harvin, did you get booted?
Maybe he moving around, so maybe he went out. Maybe.
Am I here?
Yeah.
You went out for a second.
Oh, you know what? All right. So, what's the last thing I heard?
Oh, nothing. You just said Leslie. You heard said you watched the videos out there.
and you heard some rumors or something.
Oh yeah. So I said I watch the YouTube videos, man. Like, I hear things. So I also like to clarify stuff.
Okay.
So that's why I had reached out.
Okay. Well, we we had a big discussion starting with me and my brother about some things that were said and spread around that we had some type of criminal record. And, we went back and forth on that. So, we just want to ask why was all that put out? And it seemed like it was coming from you.
Well, you're talking about something for like 2 or 3 years ago, correct?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, we.
Well, no, actually, Tony. What Tony Harvin wasn't Tuesday. It was last year, September 3rd, 7:35, 8 o'clock. I give you the time. We got the text message, but you supposed to tell us why you came on, so we don't know why you're here.
Tony, Mr. Harvin.
He's probably moving around. He's be driving. It's going to be spotty. No, you can take that down for a second time. Just wait a minute.
All right.
Because we never gave him a chance to see why he's coming on.
Oh, he faded out.
Yeah, he might be fading out because he said he was coming on at 8 o'clock. He probably wanted to wait till he got home, but he changed his mind and came on. But this will happen while you're traveling and you're trying to do this type of stuff. So we give him a minute.
We put him back on.
Okay, there he is.
Oh,
at least
we
he's
go. We know he's traveling in the truck. Okay.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now.
Yeah.
So what I was saying is, I came on here to clarify some stuff, and you had gave a date in reference to some things that you have heard, right? Mr. Jansen Williams.
Yeah, heard and seen,
I mean, I already addressed those things on a live conversation a while back. So I don't know if you guys heard that before. You know what I'm saying?
What?
So a lot of times.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So a lot of times, things I talk about in my live conversations, people don't hear it because they don't really listen to the YouTube channel. They only hear like little things here, little things there. I already addressed that situation in reference to going to a certain website or whatever the case may be, and your name being linked to your business also, which gave false information. I already addressed that situation, and I had apologized too on my live conversation. I don't even know how many. Huh?
We don't know what you're talking about. We don't.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I said you didn't listen to it. So
no, I didn't.
You don't.
I didn't listen to it. So what did you apologize for?
When I got the information, you know what I'm saying?
About the record?
Yes, it has authentic information about y'all, but it also had some twisted stuff in it. So it wasn't from me per se, but it was from another source.
So I'm gonna have my brother put this record up right quick, so you can take a look at the one you sent to me to my phone September 3rd last year. So it's only been a little over a year.
Oh, yeah.
So just let you know it's from your phone number. It ain't no made up number. Go back to the first one and blow it up. So I don't, like you said, if you look at the record, Tony Harvin, you would see that ain't authentic.
No.
Go back to that one.
Huh? You didn't see I'm talking about the whole website itself. It was like a whole scroll of information. You're only seeing a little bit right now.
Yeah, We don't know what you put out there. This what you sent to me, and you sent this to my phone September 3rd. So we don't know what else is out there. And like I told you before, we from Chicago, not Texas. And that's not my brother's middle name. It started with a J. So, and I like to ask you why you here. What is the purpose of it going out and you putting it out there? What did this?
Well,
what was it supposed to do?
you're talking about something that's so like last year. I don't remember that stuff, man. Like my mind is on a different level right now, man. Like all the stuff I did. Hold on, let me talk.
Okay.
So all the stuff that I said or whatever, whether it's talking about you, other preachers and stuff like that, I done forgot about. I done gave my apologies to whatever on my conversations to people, and I just moved on from it.
Yeah, but you need to know that your followers don't move on. Show that, Tony. I mean, AJ, show the other thing about Dan Torelli. We know. We're not saying you connected to him. No, one before that.
You said Dan Torelli. What?
Yeah, I know you don't know him, but he's a follower of yours.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not saying you know him. No, the one where it says we got records. So, you know what I'm talking about?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You said he followed me?
Yeah, we letting you know because they listen to you since you put the record out. Yeah, here it is. This Dan Torelli 5 days ago saying you all buddies got a record. He's talking about me, St. Louis, and my brother, right? And because they follow you and they believe everything you say, which is not what you say matters, Tony.
Check this out. The cat Dan Torelli. I know who you're talking about. When I checked out his YouTube page, that's why I say he followed me. He had 2 videos up of going against me. So it's like, how does this person follow me when he's talking about me?
I don't know. I'm just telling you what's going on out there. People calling us criminals on my Facebook, and you guys are this.
On
and you
Facebook.
guys. I mean, I'm talking about on the comment. You don't see the comments on my show. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just telling you what they're saying. It don't hurt us. We never get in trouble because we know we don't have no records. So it was a lie.
Well, like I said, you said that he follows me. So if the people follow me, and I had a few live conversations with me, speaking upon certain situations and apologizing to people, they would have heard that. So
I don't know. I mean, everybody don't hear everything you say. Once they hear something you say, they just fly with it.
You're talking about stuff like that. If it's something like apology and trying to get right, they don't really listen to that. But when it's something like, okay, this person went to jail and stuff like that, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, and that shouldn't have been put out. Okay, you say if I'm hearing right, you apologize to us for that, right?
That's correct. Yeah.
So if you can say on this show for your viewers the ones that's going to watch, that has nothing to do with the word of God. It doesn't matter. That's what they need to know. It don't matter what you say, not what the record you put up, whether it was wrong or correct. It don't matter. I know you can't control them. I'm just letting you know what you did, how they follow you. Now, we on this show not because of what you said a year ago. We on this show because of St. Louis. That guy, we hooked up with him, and the same things that happened to me and my brother, the copyright infringement is happening to him. Now, we're not going to bring him on. You say you don't want to confront him. I understand that. All I'm saying is we on this show, we talked these last 3 shows that we had was because of St. Louis, what you said about St. Louis. And I had to agree with him. Because it sound like what you did to us.
Okay, let me speak on copyright infringement. You know what I'm saying? Let me speak on that.
No, we know you're correct about it. We're not saying nothing wrong. You schooled me. You
Okay.
schooled me real good about copyright infringement. I'm just saying the same things that happened to myself, my brothers, happened to that guy, and he's upset about it.
Listen, I never put nothing out about criminality with him, but how can I do that? I don't even know the man's real name.
Well, you got other people because of what you said about records. They going around saying he got a record, my brother got a record. Now Dan Torelli went a lie and said he was just talking about St. Louis. No, I told Dan Torelli, you said me, all 3 of us had a record. Now you want to change it to St. Louis already. He wants to come on the show, Dan Torelli, to show St. Louis record. I don't want to hear that. If St. Louis say he don't have no record, he ain't got no record. We're not saying you say. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. No, you got it. I was about to say I agree. That's all.
Oh, all I'm saying is because of what you said about me and my brother, or what somebody put up to you and you put back out, it spread like wildfire. We don't have no issue. St. Louis is figuring that he may have an issue. He don't like that. So if you didn't do it, fine. But if you did do it, he's saying you did it. He's putting up evidence that you did it.
And so we need
I did what?
You got people. Well, you got some guy. Somebody. What's his name?
Tommy Ingram. A couple of other people with him that put stuff out. He sent us text. We put it up on the other show, and what we need to do is clear the air, because this is for St. Louis also. Our stuff happened a couple of years ago, but it been spilling over because
a year ago, not a couple of years ago, a year ago.
Yeah. So it been spilling over, but now we got Mr. Tony Harvin on the air saying, "Hey, it's been cleared." You just heard him say, "Man, he's gone from that," but it needs to be up. I think St. Louis deserves an apology if that's what you didn't intend to do, and so forth.
Let me say this. I don't know the man's real name. I don't know how he looked, so I really not concerned about him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when I spoke to Mr. Ingram, I reached out to Ingram in reference to a biblical discussion. That's when he, started talking about, Mr. St. Louis or whatever the case may be, that he funded Mr. St. Louis or whatever the case may be, being that St. Louis has some issues with, I don't know, being homeless or whatever. Okay, that's cool. But when little things start happening, I start getting text messages from people and weird stuff coming to my emails and things like that, and people hitting my mother up on Facebook and stuff like that. Now game is on. That's why I said that to Mr. St. Louis and JP. Two birds to get knocked out with one stone. Because now you commenting on my mother's comment on my Facebook.
Well,
I'm not saying that. Hold on. I'm not saying that's him, but ever since I booted him off my discussions. I booted him off my discussions because he made a threat to Peter Cox. That's something. Now that's criminality right there.
But Peter Cox squashed that. Peter Cox said he didn't do that.
Hold on. Uh-huh. I got the whole video that he had up and took down, and he said I changed his voice up. I got the whole video. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do that. I took it. Hold on. I took it for my notes, because if a person on YouTube who's a moderator, for Google, whatever the case may be, and they hear that, my channel and stuff like that could be tampered with and strike and things like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Did you see Peter Cox video?
Listen, Peter Cox could make a video, but a threat still was made. You know what I'm saying? So I understand Peter Cox's video. He could say, "Oh, that wasn't a threat" and things like that, but a threat still was made if somebody was to hear that and really was to push it. You understand that? So Mr. St. Louis also said that I gave him Peter Cox's address. Huh?
Yeah, he's showing us text messages that you gave.
Address. Hold on, an address that's in Indian Trails, North Carolina.
He got your phone number, your 201, and
it was an address from Indian Trails, North Carolina, correct?
Hey, I
think it was two addresses, one from there and one from another place.
No,
with Tony Harvin. I
yes,
think
sir.
We all here. We should bring Mr. St. Louis in so he can at least say something.
No, because he had all he had to say in videos he made, and he came on here. I ain't come on here to talk about him in general. I'm not coming on here to talk about a man with no real name and no face. You understand? I'm done from him. You know what I'm saying? And he got all these people texting my phone, Donnie,
but he's saying they
whoever.
text his phone. He's saying he got to change his number.
Listen, I never had to go through this with nobody except this situation. You know what I mean?
Well, hey, let's get the gist of this then. Whatever's been said, needs to cut it out. You need we need an apology for everything. And if it's a misunderstanding, need apology. Because I still want to bring Mr. St. Louis on to finish speaking, but I want to respect you saying you don't want to confront him. So let's end it that, hey, you should have everything squashed coming from you. Is that what we getting?
Well, in reference to you and your brother, yes. But if certain things keep coming to my phone and my Facebook and things like that, you know what I mean? Listen,
Yeah,
leave all that.
how you know?
Hold on.
Okay,
Go ahead and speak.
go ahead.
Leave all that personal stuff out, man, because I'm not one of these just YouTubers on here who just like, because now you messing with something different. You know, even his so-called friend JP, he had made a video talking wild crazy, and then he deleted it. It was a video with him pointing to the ground, walking in the parking lot, you know what I'm saying? Talking crazy. When you start talking, listen, you can have biblical discussion, we can have disagreements. But when you step into something like, threatening and things like that, and going into another realm of physicality, listen, I don't play like that, man. You know what I mean?
Okay, right there, Tony. That's what our point was, and my brother' point was when it first came up about you. So we let you have your word. I'm glad you came on, but I want to bring Mr. St. Louis on. So I'm gonna let you bow out so he can, because he got something he want to say. Okay. Thanks for coming on.
No problem. Peace.
All right, peace.
Are we still there?
Oh, no. I kept texting y'all. Y'all did not ask him about him lying, saying I asked Kendrick Murray for money.
Okay,
Now
we
let
can
me.
get it all.
No. I'm gonna respond to that. Everything he just said. No, everything he just said about me is a lie.
Okay.
Number one, Tony Harvin. Let me tell you one thing. I don't have a Facebook. I've been on YouTube since 2006. I have never had no issues with nobody calling my phone until I gave you my phone number. Number one, I did not appreciate you talking about my dead son. You crossed the line. A couple of people from your platform told me you made a comment about my son. I don't appreciate that. My son is deceased. My son died over a year ago. You don't talk about my son. Number two, I'm not on Facebook. So that lie saying that I sent your mother a message, I didn't send your mother a message because number one, I'm not even on Facebook. Number two, you did not kick me off the platform. I left. Number three, the lie about Peter Cox. I did not threaten Peter Cox with physical violence. You text me that man's address and you told me to go and get my money. You gonna get your money? You sent me that text message. You gave me that man's address.
And we showed
to
it.
try to get me and him to fight. And I don't believe that he was in no truck either. He know what he did was wrong. I kept texting y'all to confront him about the lie about Kendrick Murray. Now we're gonna get to Kendrick.
You bringing it up now. So
now you lied. I know he's still listening. You lied and said I asked Kendrick Murray for money. I have never ever asked Kendrick Murray for money. As far as Tommy Ingram, you lied and told Tommy Ingram that I said I wanted to have a debate with him. The man said on his platform that you told him I said that. I never told you I wanted to have a discussion with Tommy Ingram. But getting to all this personal stuff, you or nobody else do not talk about my son. My son is deceased. A couple of people from your platform told me what you said. As far as the copyright, let me get this loud. The videos that I made, those were my videos. You do not have a copyright to my videos. You pretended to be Damon Wallace. You filed a fake DMCA pretending to be him when I did a video when he said the Ethiopian eunuch wasn't saved, according to Acts 8:37. You told somebody on your platform, and they told me that you got my channel deleted on purpose. See, you need to really watch what you tell people because they coming back telling me everything you say. As far as like the phone calls, I recently got my number changed. 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm getting text messages, and I already know they're from you. People, all these fake pages are subscribing to my channel. Uh, you got a fake channel called Brainwash TV that just subscribed to my channel just a couple days ago. Then somebody named Timmy Jones coming on my page, cussing me out and stuff. I already know it's you. That's why you didn't want me on here. I never ever once sent your mother an email on no Facebook.
Well,
Now you slandering me.
now, what he did say though, he said your boy JP did it, so
No, JP did not. No, JP did not.
well, you heard him.
Me and JP do not have a Facebook. Well, y'all can believe what you want to believe,
No,
but
no, I said you just heard what he said.
But I'm gonna let you know, Tony Harvin, you supposed to be representing Gino. You supposed to be representing Gino, right? So you bring it up about people criminal records, and I know you the one behind that picture of this big Hispanic guy that Dan Torelli got on his channel. I know you behind that because you did it with these two brothers. You know what I'm saying? And then you saying I'm sleeping in a car with a dog because you heard some other false prophet say I'm sleeping with a dog, and then you gonna go repeat it on your channel. JP ain't sent you no message, your mother no message on Facebook. So stop lying. Stop lying.
And the thing is, if you're sleeping with a dog, I would think you need some security out here, and there's no need to be laughing at and ridiculing.
But I don't sleep with animals. See, comments like that will turn me away from the faith. I'm gonna let you know that right now.
Yeah.
If somebody out in the street said this to me, it wouldn't bother me. But you got people like Tony Harvin and Tommy Ingram. They will drive people from the faith. But but about talking about my son, you crossed the line when you talked about my dead son. And then as far as like the whole thing about Peter Cox, you did take my voice and you did edit the recording. Number one, that was my video. You had no right going on my channel taking my video. Why don't you tell everybody about the text you were sending me and JP, how you threatened to physically assault us? I'm not worried about you. I know how to handle my business.
We posted that on the show.
We showed that he was going to do something.
We showed that's one reason why he called. We show evidence. Now he's apologizing to me and AJ, my brother here, but that apology's got to extend to you as well.
And
even if he did apologize to me, I wouldn't forgive him because number one, he's not going to apologize. Just like the dirty things that he did. I watched a video a couple of weeks ago where a brother got saved at Kendrick Murray's church. Tony Harvin tried to make this brother look bad, and this brother went and got baptized down there in Alabama. He was trying to make this brother look bad. CeeLo. He was trying to make this brother look bad. And the whole thing about Kendrick Murray, I never ever asked that man for no money. I don't know that man to ask him for no money. Just like I didn't. I know, but I want to have a chance to respond though.
Right.
Just like I didn't ask Gino for money. Don't you ever come on here and lie, Thompson. We sent your mother messages. Neither me or JP is not on Facebook. I wouldn't be surprised though. I wouldn't be surprised if it's one of your so-called subscribers that's going back wanting to keep up mess because they do whatever you do. The phone calls that I'm getting 3 and 4 o'clock. That's why I got my number changed. But guess what? You will not be getting my phone number. Ever since you got my number, I've dealt with phone calls and I know you're tied to them. You had no business texting me Peter Cox's address. Peter Coxon already done came forward and then said, I did not threaten him. But it's people like you and it's people like Tommy Ingram that y'all want to see me and Peter fight so y'all can have something to talk about on y'all show. Me and Peter already talked like at least twice about the incident. And Peter already know. Matter of fact, I wish y'all could get Peter on this show. You know, Peter already could see who's stirring it up behind the scenes.
Well, Peter Peter was on our show and he said it's squash, ain't nothing. He's over with. Boom. So
But
that's
it's people like, but it's people like Tony. Then he said that that's on the criminal level. Number one, I did not threaten to assault Peter Cox.
I
Now,
guess
why you want to talk? Now, why he want to talk about the criminal level? When you threatened to assault me and JP, that's on the criminal level. You said you was gonna knock us both out. JP
yeah.
filed a police report against you, by the way. That was on the criminal level. And matter of fact, a personal threat. If you look up, can y'all post that definition of a personal threat up? I text y'all that screenshot of what that really means because that's what he keeps saying I did with Peter Cox. Can you please post that text up there so that people can see what the definition of a personal threat is?
hold on. Let me see if I can see it.
A personal threat is when you threaten somebody with a weapon. I never once threatened that man with a weapon. I
Well,
never once did.
Is
That's
that
why he didn't want me. That's why
well,
is
he
that
didn't want me on here. I
well,
wouldn't forgive him anyway.
well, hold on. You got a guy that been in police officers 3 times right here. So let me clarify. When you say, let me clarify something. When you if you don't have to have a weapon, if you tell me AJ Williams, I'm gonna kick your ass, that's a
But that's
threat.
not what I said.
No,
That's
listen
not
what I'm
what
saying.
I said.
Listen to me when you say criminal. But now, if you have a stick in your hand and say you're gonna kick my ass, that's an aggravated criminal assault.
Okay, but what
At least
about
in Illinois. In
what
Illinois,
about what about the text he sent me and JP though, threatening to assault
yeah,
us? What about that?
and that's an assault. As far as Illinois, I've locked people up over that. I have
But I'm
locked
just
people.
saying, what
Yeah,
about what is that classified under what he sent to
yeah.
us?
What I'm saying, if he said that to you all, if he was in Illinois, I could go pick him up on assault. That would be a
I'm
clean
not worried
assault.
about I ain't worried
No, I'm
about
just
Tony
saying. No,
Garvin.
man, listen what
And
I'm
and
just
then
saying.
and then and then the whole thing about my face. Last I checked, this is the United States of America. I don't have to show my face if I don't want to. It's
No,
quite a few people. It's quite a few people that come on that debate circle that don't show their face.
right? A lot of
Like
right.
that guy Apostle Thomas. He does videos in the dark room. I don't have to show my face. What do you want to know what I look like for? So you can take my face and plaster it all over the internet and come up with another fake criminal record? Anybody, any man that want to know what another man look like I said in my videos, you got to be low key a homosexual. You got to be.
Well,
I
well,
wouldn't say that.
he
I
ain't got
think
to
it's what
say
you
that,
said the first time.
but you, I go what you saying on the first. He might be
Right,
trying something else, or he'll let one of his groupies do it.
right,
So
right.
Oh,
They do it.
I know he don't fool me. He may have other people fooled, but he don't fool me. But
we,
as far as like the Facebook stuff, he's lying on that. I
yeah,
figured he wasn't gonna do nothing but come on
well,
here and lie, but it's
well, well,
okay.
well, that's why I said, look, man, you don't want to stay on. I'm gonna let you get on out of here because St. Louis want to come on because you're not because
Ain't nobody harassing none of his family members.
yeah,
He just
yeah.
making up. He trying to what it is. He trying to make me look bad. Trying to
Well,
make up a bunch of stuff so people can say, "Oh, St. Louis is this." He
no,
really wants this criminal record thing to be
yeah,
bad.
yeah. Well,
I,
what he just St. Louis, what he just did, he just end up saying what me and JE was saying all the time. Why don't you just stay on the biblical things? Now he just said that, but we've been saying that 3 years ago. Why are you bringing up people's record anyway? So now
and as far as Dan Torelli goes, I wouldn't be surprised if that's either Tony Harvin behind that fake profile,
one of his groupies.
or if it's one of his groupies. Because
Right.
ever since this Dan Torelli person been around, I mean, this person been saying that ever since Tony put that video out about me, this person said that I wanted to come stay with them in California. I never talked to a Dan Torelli. I've never communicated with Dan Torelli ever. Like I said again, I got my suspicions, but I really do think that's Tony Harvin. I
Yeah,
really
Could be, yeah.
well, he got something to do with it.
Because Tony Harvin Tony do be making fake profiles.
Well,
I caught on to that when them fake profiles started subbing my channel,
Right.
and I caught one of them on his page talking, showing him a video that I had made. It's one of his accounts is called Brainwash TV. That's one of his accounts.
Well,
But I'm just saying, as far as like my son, you leave my son out of that.
yeah, yeah.
You know, about five different people from his platform told me he was making comments about my son. You do not, and I repeat, I don't care what you say about me, but when
Yeah.
you touch my son and making comments about other things, then that's when it becomes personal.
Well, all of it's personal when you go outside the realm of the Bible.
Right.
You got personal. This is how all this started because it got personal.
Right. Get
Well,
We talk
personal.
about the Bible.
basically, where this really got started when he let Peter Cox put money in a debate. That's
Yeah,
because during the middle of the debate, he let Peter Cox change the topic. Whenever you involve money in something, it's going to always become a problem. And then he said that he saved a recording for his file. You had no business going on my channel, taking my video and taking my voice, trying to edit my voice to make it say what you wanted to say. I never once threatened Peter Cox with physical violence. Now, if you keep playing with me, Tony, I'm gonna get you for defamation of character. I never ever threatened Peter Cox with physical violence. Just keep telling the lies. Keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, and
well,
then he know me and Tommy Ingram beefing. He's stirring that up, sending Tommy Ingram messages about me. The dude already said on his platform that Tony was texting him stuff about me. You know me and this guy
man,
beefing. You know
then,
me and this guy beefing, and you stirring it up.
well, then
But you
as a
supposed to
man,
represent, huh?
as a man, Tony Ingram should have some common sense to say, "Look, man, hold on. This is going. If he didn't start it, he should say, "Hey, Tony, I'm not about all that."
Yeah,
That's
but
the
let me.
same guy. That's the same guy that put a death curse on me. The
Right, right.
false
Yeah.
prophet.
So wait, St. Louis. So that guy, they two peas in the same pod. They the
Yep.
same. That's all
Yep.
that is.
But now we got, if anything else come up, we got Tony Harvin's voice, and he said, "Hey, he left that stuff alone a year ago with us, and he ain't supposed to be doing nothing else. So if he ain't a man of his word, we'll see what happens."
we if
You
anything else
got
come
it.
up, St.
You
Louis,
got more witnesses now,
right.
St. Louis. You
We'll,
got witnesses, and we were on here, and a
we'll
couple of
address
other listeners.
we would address it on here, St. Louis. If
Yeah.
it pops back up again, silly
And
phone
thank you for
calls.
letting me use y'all platform. I don't mean it, but I don't like when folks lie on me. And if you was a
Hey,
real
hey,
man,
hey, hey, hey.
if you was a real man, why wouldn't you want me to come on here? So if I allegedly sent your mother a message on Facebook, why wouldn't you want to confront me about that? Why didn't you bring that up in the video that you did just yesterday? Now all of a sudden I supposedly sent your mother a message. But why didn't you bring that up yesterday on your Facebook Live when you was talking about Kendrick Murray? Why didn't you bring that up? Hey, St. Louis sent my mother a message on Facebook. St. Louis don't have a Facebook page.
Well,
JP don't have a Facebook page.
well,
Why didn't you bring that up? Why wouldn't you say, hey Jansen, bring St. Louis on here so I can confront him about talking about my mother and sending my mother messages? Now y'all see how I wanted him on here. I wanted to confront him about my son. You don't talk about my dead son.
well, St. Louis, we understand. Look, man, like I said, I've been a cop 3. I know people do stuff and hide, so he can't really hide no more. That he didn't. He showed us, because just like he see us, we not hiding our face. We on our show every Monday.
And under that 201 number, when I sent
Yeah,
y'all the
yeah,
screenshot, he sent me Peter Cox's address.
Yeah, we
yeah.
know
We
we
had
got
Told
it.
me,
that last time.
yeah, he told me to go get my money. He said, you gonna just let him get away with that? Everything I sent y'all is what he sent to my phone. But
Yeah,
he won't be able to do that no more because I got my number changed. Ever
Hey,
since I
St.
gave Tony
Louis.
my number, huh?
Now the address he keeps saying was North Carolina. I don't know what he meant by that. It don't
That's
matter where it was North Carolina, Florida, California. You sent St. Louis an address, pretending maybe it was Peter Cox's address, whatever it was. Tony Hawk, he said you sent it, and we believe you sent it, like you sent that record to us.
I showed y'all the evidence. I
Yeah, he
showed that
showed us.
brother. He sent me 3 different addresses. The one to
Yeah,
come and fight, to come and fight him at some gym, and then the other 2 was Peter. Some addresses that he claimed where Peter Cox stayed at,
yeah.
because
Well,
he
Peter
wanted
Cox
what it
confirmed it.
is and what it is. Him and Tommy want me and Peter to fight so they can have something to talk. They really want this criminal record stuff about me to be so true. I don't have a criminal record, but
Well,
what it is, they want me to have this criminal record so bad. And the baddest part about it, they supposed to be Christians. I was telling somebody today. I said, you know what? People like that, they will convert me to an atheist real quick.
wait,
well,
let me
no,
say
you
something.
can't let
Hold on.
them.
You
I'm
can't
just
let me
You
do
saying.
can't.
that.
Yeah.
No, you can't do it. Let me say something. Hold on. The scripture say in Isaiah 65, he tell you God hate, they're smoking his nose, the people that say I'm holiness. And you get a lot of people out of Geno Jennings Church and Tony Harvin talking about holiness. What you doing, Tony Harvin, what you did to us a year ago that you confirmed on here. I don't care if somebody sent you that record, but you sent it to me. That's not holiness. You know, you can look at text. It said text
They ain't
thing.
gonna try to pretend he don't remember. He remember.
Yeah.
Hey, well, you know what? I ain't gonna argue with that, but I wanted him on record to say, "Hey, I might have said it, I forgot it, but hey, that's not what I'm
Yeah,
about."
I didn't mean to interrupt you,
No,
Jansen. Go
no,
ahead
no.
and
Go
finish.
ahead, go ahead,
No.
man.
But we hope that he keep that path, St. Louis. Let's hope he puts that behind him and let his viewers know it's gonna come to nothing. It's gonna
Yeah,
end up
and we
being
gonna,
vain in the end.
and if he's still putting stuff out like that, we will address it from now and then on our platform. We will bring it up and address it. You know, not
And with
that
his followers, we would address
yeah,
his followers.
we're gonna address it because he had me out there, saying all this, and he had people texting me, messenger me through my messenger,
That's how
saying
people
all
was doing me. He had
yeah,
them doing me
all
the
right.
same way. That's why I
And,
got my number changed.
and the thing, not to go back, keep beating the dead horse, he stated out the box because he got it from Geno Jennings, and I told him you're gonna get Geno Jennings in a world of hurt.
He
Because
said
I know
Gino.
Gino.
What did he
He
say?
said
Gino Jennings said
he
what?
said Geno Jennings told, he got it from Geno Jennings that Geno said this about me and my brother. We were cocaine guys. We had records and some other messed up stuff. I don't even want to repeat it all. But he said it came from Geno Jennings. He was hiding behind Geno. But like he got on, he said, man, he squashed it. He whatever, he can't remember. He has grown up past that. Okay, well,
Yeah,
we
I
shouldn't
bet.
see no new stuff.
We shouldn't see
Right.
nothing about St. Louis either, Tony Harvin.
No,
Not,
we shouldn't
not
But
see
us.
nothing.
he did it. But he's doing it with me too, saying that
Yeah,
my
well,
name is Darnell and all of
right,
that.
right,
All
right,
of that came from him.
right.
Yeah,
All of it
we
did.
got the Demetrius name and all this crazy stuff
Yeah.
too.
Yep.
So
He texted me that, telling him my name was Demetrius. The same childish games that he played with y'all, he played them with me. Like I said, this harassment stuff with the phone didn't get started until I gave him my phone number. All
Well,
yep,
these text
yeah,
messages,
yeah,
12 and 1 o'clock in the morning, and
yeah,
then, sending himself messages acting like he Kendrick Murray.
yeah.
Remember,
I
remember
got the
how,
same thing. I got the same
yep.
thing. He
Well,
sent
he
my
been
number to
put on
Kendrick
Front Street. He been
and
put on
Kendrick Murray
Front
to me.
Street. So we all know
Oh,
now.
he did it with you, Jansen, about
Yeah,
Kendrick Murray?
yeah. He sent Kendrick Murray my number, and then he somehow Kendrick Murray he sends Kendrick Murray his number to me, and we called each other. We like, what's going on? I said this must be Tony Harvin's junk. And after that, we
Yeah,
talked. We hung up. That last time that was like a year or more ago.
yeah.
Yeah. So we
See,
got the same
so we
thing.
know he's been confronted, man, and
So
the rest of it we're gonna have to let Jesus take care of it.
Yeah, when
But
let
we
I
God
know.
take
will.
care.
I'm just saying his actions.
Right.
He'll convert a non-believer quick. I'm telling you, all last week when him and that other false prophet was saying all that stuff, they was about to have. They was about to convert me into an atheist. I was
Yeah,
this close.
Hey,
I was
St.
this. I
Louis.
know. I'm being honest. I
I know.
was.
Well, that's what the devil want.
yeah. Don't
If
let
the
him. Don't let him.
devil want confusion. The devil want other people to pull you over. So if you do it, you have to be aware.
Yeah,
So he did this. This going on 3 years. We've been getting this stuff back and forth, little stuff. Every now and then, I get somebody else texting me from another thing about, oh yeah, we showed on our show where he told us to shut our mouth. Yeah, I'm gonna expose you. All this stuff.
And
So hey,
remember, and remember how he started stuff with y'all friend JP from Wisconsin, but
yeah,
had about the JP from Arizona.
yeah.
Because
well, hey,
it's five different JPs on YouTube.
yeah, hey, well, I want to give a shout out to all cast, all outcast 64. He was watching the show. He said, hey, he was saying some of that's digital fraud and all that. Peter Cox, please come on the show. So
Yeah,
hey,
what Tony did to me was digital fraud because that was my videos that he lied and pretend were his. And
yeah,
I'm working on YouTube with that right now. I'm supposed to talk to somebody about that tomorrow. But I may be getting my other channel back, but they're going to get him for filing those fake DMCAs against my account. Those were my videos.
You
And
got the
he
right
and
to
he
do.
told and he told somebody just told me a couple of days ago that he admitted that he put fake DMCAs on my channel. So
Wow.
it's a lot of people from that platform. I'm not mentioning no names, but whatever he's telling them, they're coming back telling me. So little do he know what he's telling people, what he's doing to my channel, they're coming back telling me this stuff. So I'm full aware now of what he's doing. And I really hope and pray that God will open some of their eyes over there, that they see what he's about. Because that whole debate circuit is a joke. Number one is for him to get paid, for him to get ratings, and for him to get subscribers. Tony don't care nothing about the word of God. He doesn't even believe the Son of God is in heaven. He
Yeah, I
does
believe
not
that.
care.
Yeah, yeah.
He don't care about the.
well, hey, St. Louis, that all outcast 64 said that's a lie. I seen the video, and you did not threaten him with bodily harm. So
No, I didn't.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
I.
you got it.
He. He.
You got it. There you go.
Yeah. He.
Somebody just said it.
Yep.
Yeah, Mr.
I
All
didn't.
Out.
I never threatened that man with bodily harm. Peter will tell you that himself.
He's telling us now. He's telling us now. It's on the
Yeah,
screen.
yeah,
You see here in St. Louis?
Yeah.
yeah. And
Kick.
there go the God says that's against scriptures. The scriptures that go against that. So you got people watching, man. He's been
Yep.
exposed. So, but if he just keep it biblical, we all can have a discussion. But if that's
And I don't want to hog y'all platform up. But like I said, I'm not going to always be in this situation because
hey,
I'm doing things on my end to try to get myself work. But
It don't
a
matter
lot of people,
what your
a
situation is.
lot of people,
It don't matter.
a lot of people from his platform, they've made fun of me being homeless. I had to block a few of them that came on my page, saying that I'm sleeping with a dog.
Yeah, that's
You
crazy.
know, it's a couple of them. I can't. It's some of the same ones that commented over here. One of them is a Shervin Bob. That person kept commenting on my videos, repeating stuff what Tony Harvin said, and that person is one of Tony Harvin's subscribers. I had to block that person. You know how you know I'm sleeping with a dog because you heard this from somebody. I mean, did you see me sleeping with a dog? I don't sleep with animals. It's
Yeah,
and,
that's crazy.
disrespectful.
and still, I know homeless guys that have a dog in the car with them. The dog might sleep in the front. You sleep in the back. So would if somebody come by and say you got a dog with you, so anybody could just say, "Oh man, you sleeping with no, the dog is with me." If I had a house, my dog sleeping in the house
Yeah,
with me.
that's
Yeah.
my service dog.
Yeah.
That
So
dog.
what are you saying?
And then he wanted to exploit me on his channel. He
Right.
wanted me to come on his channel and talk about my homeless situation. I wasn't about to do that.
No.
And the fella that he was talking to, Tommy Ingram, had told me, don't go on Tony's platform and talk about your homeless situation because Tony wants to exploit you. I wasn't gonna do that anyway. Why would you want me to come on your platform when folks already have made fun of me? The night them Jansen debated about tithing, when I made that known about me being homeless, C-Rock and some of the rest of them was making fun of me right then and there. But yet they supposed to be so-called holiness.
Yeah, well, you know what's gonna happen to them holiness. He gonna say, "I never knew you. You
No,
workers of
it's a
iniquity."
cult. I used to be part of that stuff. When I'm glad God delivered me away from Gino, but I'm just saying, man, and I highly doubt Gino said that about y'all having a criminal record.
Nah,
I think that's just
I don't think
coming.
he did. Mhm.
I
I don't
think
think.
that's just coming from him, and it's
Yeah,
a shame he's trying to throw his leader up under the bus.
Yeah.
yeah. Hey man,
But
we gonna have
hey,
to end this show, St.
yeah.
Louis.
Okay, well, thanks for having me on. Are we doing a part 4 or just the
Uh
conclusion? What we gonna do?
well, you know what? I don't know, because then I gotta have a bunch of other evidence. We heard from the mouth of we putting
Yeah,
him on the spot.
we need to let the fourth one be the final one with the evidence and stuff. And I gotta
You want
go through
more
some of my
evidence.
file. I gotta go through some of my files with these other videos about this false prophet that's been
Well,
put in Tommy Ingram. You know.
well, this is what you do, man. We'll say it live. Get all your stuff. We don't have to rush. And then one Monday, we'll do it and close it out. And
Okay.
we got to go move forward as men talking about the word. We can't harp on.
Yeah. I want this to get back to biblical discussions. And Jansen, I do look forward to you know coming on here talking about the end times. But can before we go, can y'all please send a message out there to his subscribers in case if they come over here bothering me or telling y'all not to have me come on here? Can y'all
No,
say
no. We're not gonna go have nobody's gonna tell us not to have nobody on. The only thing is we respect Tony Harvin because he didn't want to come on with you. So, but the thing is, we let him say it, then get off and let you on. But we are not nobody gonna tell us to say St. Louis can't come on our platform.
No
Nobody.
matter what they say.
now?
No
Would I
matter
be
what.
able to play this video on my channel?
You can
Sure.
play this video on your channel.
Okay, so
There you
anybody that's
go. You got it.
listening,
You heard
y'all
it.
heard that, huh?
You heard it. They heard it. It's on when you play the tape. You hear it when they play the video. We
Right.
said St. Louis can use our content right
Right.
here.
Okay, thank
And
you.
Tony Harvin, if you want to use our content, it's no problem.
No problem.
You don't care.
No problem.
And Jansen's, please, stay in touch with me. You brothers, stay in touch with me. Keep me in prayer. But I'm glad I was able to get that out. But pray for me about my faith. Please do.
Hey,
Yeah, we
well,
will.
that's what Jesus did for Peter. He said, "I ain't gonna pray for Peter." He said, "I'm gonna pray that Peter keep the faith."
Yeah.
Right. Keep the
Yep.
faith,
So, hey,
St. Louis.
hey, well, thanks for going and made the show. I think this has been one of the most exciting, boomful shows that we had, man.
So
Thanks a
we got
lot,
so
man.
we got to thank Tony Harvin. Thanks for coming
Harvin.
on. And
Yep.
St. Louis, thank you for coming on tonight.
Thanks for
Yep.
having me. And I look forward to coming up next week.
All
Okay.
right. We're gonna close it out. Thanks. See you next time. Wow. What a show. All right. Peace, you all.